Welcome to Sports City. Hello, everyone. I'm Simon Preston, and today we're going to talk a little bit about cricket. And we have some positive news to share as the West Indies have taken a 1-0 lead over New Zealand in the 3-match one-day international series. It was a turning point for the Caribbean side, who had initially lost 2-1 to New Zealand in the T20 internationals in Jamaica at Sabina Park. But in Barbados, the tables have turned, and the West Indies have taken a 1-0 lead in the series. The Caribbean side, well, let's have a look at the scorecard and see how things mapped out where that was concerned in terms of how the tables and how the scorecard read for this particular encounter. Well, it was New Zealand that batted first after the West Indies sent in the visitors, the tourists, to bat first, and New Zealand were bowled out for 190 inside 45.2 overs. Their top scorer, Kane Williamson, the captain, 34 runs. He is also supported by Michael Bracewell with 31, Mitchell Satner, 25, Martin Guptill, 24, Finn Allen also chipped in with 25, Darryl Mitchell, 20, Tom Latham, 12, and Tim Southey, 12. And the other players that got an opportunity to bat didn't make it to double figures for this particular encounter. So 190 inside 46 overs. The pick of the bowlers was Akil Hussain, 3 for 28 from 10 overs, 3 for 28, bowled 40 dot balls. So basically, 4 out of every 6 balls that he bowled were dot balls. 4 out of every 6 dot balls, 4 out of every 6 balls that he bowled were dot balls. 35 dot balls from Kevin Sinclair, but we'll get to him in just a moment, as Jason Holder took 2 for 39, Alzara Joseph 3 for 36, Kevin Sinclair 1 for 37, and Yannick Carrier, former West Indies under-19 player, 1 for 49. So the wickets were shared up amongst 5 bowlers in this particular encounter. Well, how did the West Indies do with the bat? Well, they got to their target with 66 balls to spare, or 11 overs to spare, and they were led by Shamar Brooks, the player of the match, who top scored with 79. His 79 came from 91 balls, which included 9 fours and 1 6. Nicholas Puran, the skipper, he made 28. Shea Hope, 26. He opened the batting. Casey Carty made 11. Jermaine Blackwood finished at the end with Jason Holder, 12 not out and 30 not out respectively, and Kyle Mayers made 6 runs. Trent Bolt and Tim Southey took 2 wickets each for the visitors, while Mitchell Satner took the other wickets for the Kiwi team. What does this mean in the grand scheme of things? Well, it was great to see Kevin Sinclair get his one-day international debut and Yannick Carrier as well. This victory gave the West Indies 10 points in the ICC Cricket Super League. And let's see what that means in terms of the standings so far for the hunt for a place in India 2023 for the Cricket World Cup. That's the 50-over Cricket World Cup. Well, this is how the table looks as it stands, with England leading the way. The West Indies, that 10 points takes them up the table. They're in 6th position. And another 2 more victories, if they're able to beat New Zealand 2 more times, then that puts them in good company. Their net run rate might not be able to help them leapfrog Pakistan, but another 2 more victories certainly will give them a bit of leeway ahead of New Zealand. These points are so crucial to finish in the top 8. If the West Indies are not able to finish in the top 8, then we know they'll be heading towards the Cricket World Cup qualifier, which we know something that they did back in 2018 in Zimbabwe. It was a moment that people didn't think would happen. West Indies playing in a World Cup qualifier. But as we know, in the end, they qualified alongside Afghanistan. But to avoid a Cricket World Cup qualifier would certainly be on the minds and hearts of this current ODI team. So this is where things are at the moment, and the West Indies will be hoping and looking to ensure that they are able to get over the line with these results to come in this campaign. As in terms of the ODIs, it's just 2 more left, while you have a lot of teams that still have more matches. The West Indies have played the most ODIs, and you still have others that still have to catch up. So the more wins, the better for the West Indies as they look to climb up the table. South Africa's played 13 matches, and they have quite a bit to get through in this grand scheme of things. So this is where we are right now, with the West Indies playing their next game on Friday at the same venue, and then Sunday close out the campaign in Barbados. Zimbabwe, they have to play the Indians. Australia plays Zimbabwe as well. Australia, New Zealand, that's going to be quite an encounter. India, South Africa, you would expect the points to share there. New Zealand, India, you'd expect the points to share there as well. Australia and South Africa, well, Australia were awarded those points for that, as Cricket Australia conceded the series. Pakistan has New Zealand to play. South Africa has England to play. So we'll be almost finished throughout the series. Let's look at the stats. Alzara Joseph has taken the most wickets with 35 in the series. Shea Hope has hit 762 runs. So it's absolutely incredible. And let's see what happens as the series progresses. But as it relates to the West Indies, New Zealand is the only tour that they have left. So it's all about wins right now in order to get over the line for a place at India in 2023. So, Sports City fans, what are your thoughts? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below about this. Do you feel that the West Indies have sufficient ammunition to get over the line with 2 more victories? Well, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Sports City.